Alrighty, guys, we're going to look at our homework for tonight. For Monday, we are doing operations with decimals. As you can tell, we are doing word problems. And our direction says read each problem carefully, round to the nearest hundredth, and show your work. So what I'm going to do is I may not work out every single problem, but I do want to go through every problem so that you know like which operation to do and so that we can walk through that process. Because remember, our first goal is to understand, then we want to make a plan, then we want to solve, answer, and check. And so let's start off by reading question number 1. It says 2 and 75 hundredths cups of sugar are needed for one batch of cookies. How many cups of sugar are needed to make 3.5 batches? So the first step for understanding is we want to go back and underline the information that we know that we have. So we know that it takes 2 and 75 hundredths cups of sugar for just one batch. We want to know how many cups for 3.5 batches. So if one batch of cookies takes 275, we're trying to find 3. I like to draw pictures. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So you have 2 different options here. And those 2 different options for solving this problem is, what do you think? You can either A, add the 3 numbers together, but you're doing repeated addition. What operation is repeated addition? Multiplication. So you either have the option you can add those 3 together, or you can do 275 times 3. And remember, when you get this answer here, you need to label it with the unit of measurement you're using. We're using cups. That's what our answer is representing. Not batches. We know how many batches we're making. We're trying to see how many cups of sugar is it going to take. So our unit of measurement will be cups. Okay? So I'm going to let you do the math on that one. Number 2, it says David is building a walkway with cement squares. Each square has 12 and 6/10 inch edges. How long will the walkway be if 9 squares are placed in a row? So they have 9 squares in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each side is 12.6. Each one of these sides lengths are 12.6. So we have 9 12.6s. So it's back to this original problem right here, where we have repeated addition, and I can add 12.6 9 different times, or a faster method might be what? Repeated addition is also good. We can use multiplication. That's right. So if I have 9 squares, because it says I have 12.5 inch edges, and I want to know 9 squares there. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to draw the picture so I can visualize it. I could visualize 9 squares being lined up in a row, and there's 12.6 edges. We want to know what's this total length going to be right here if each piece is 12.6. So I can do 12.6 times 9. I can solve for this problem right here. And then I need to remember to put my unit of measurement. What are we measuring this in? What unit of measurement are we using when we're talking about length here in this problem? Inches right there. So whatever answer you get here, it's that many inches. Okay? So you should have these 2 set up, and you should be able to work those out on your own. Okay? And you can pause this video anytime you need to. Number 3, Robin buys 4 rolls of ribbon. Each roll has 3.9 feet of ribbon. She already has 1.75 feet of ribbon at home. How much ribbon does she have all together? So we want to figure out what the total is. So let's go back to what we know we have. She says Robin buys 4 rolls, and each roll is 3 9/10 feet. She also already has 1 75/100 feet. So she's got 4 rolls of ribbon. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls of ribbon, and each one of those is 3.9. But she also has a smaller roll at home that's 1.75. So once again, we want to figure out what the total amount is here. So to figure out the total amount, you have a couple different options. As you can see, you have repeated addition going on. So you could add all these up right here if you wanted to. See how pictures help us? You can visualize what's going on. Or you could do repeated. Since it's repeated addition, you could do some multiplication. And this right here would figure out how much this new ribbon costs. And then we would have to add in this ribbon right here. Okay, so once you get this answer right here, you need to add that 1 75/100. Now remember, when you do that, you're not multiplying anymore, you're adding. And when we add decimals, we have to line up our decimals. Okay, so once you have all that solved, don't forget your unit of measurement. What unit of measurement are we using? We're using feet. Okay. Make sure you circle your answers too up here and all of them as you go. Okay. All right. Number 4. Nadine's dinner bill is $45.80. She is using a coupon, we all love coupons, to reduce her bill by $12.95. Then she will leave an $8.60 tip. How much does she pay for the whole meal? Okay, so she's gone out to a restaurant and the bill comes. Her bill is $45.80. She has a coupon to reduce the price. Think about what operation means to reduce. That's right, subtract. So you're really subtracting $12.95 from this bill. So we can go ahead and set that up. We're going to subtract $12.95 from that bill. And then we're going to get an answer here. Okay, so that's her new total. But even with a coupon, you still need to leave a tip. So when you leave a tip, that's adding more money to the bill. So once we figure out after the coupon price, we need to go back and we need to add in our tip. So make sure you line up the decimal when you do that. Once you do that, you should have your final answer right here. Okay, and the unit of measurement is money, so you should have a money sign in front of your answer. Okay. All right, moving on to number 5. Evan can run a mile in 7 minutes and 5 seconds. At this pace, how long will it take him to run 3 miles? So the first mile, he runs 7 minutes, 5 seconds. If I can spell correctly here. And then, so that's mile 1. Mile 2, he runs 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And then mile 3, he runs 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And so we want to figure out what the total time is here. We don't have a decimal here. We have just plain numbers. So you can we have the option, like back up here and with our cookies and our tile, you have repeated addition again. We want to figure out what this total is, this all together, which means we need to add this up. So we can add, or you can do repeated addition. These numbers are pretty easy, so you can probably go ahead and just add those up, 5, 10, 15. So 15 seconds. And then 7, 14, 21 minutes. And so that one is already done for us. But that's how that process goes. Okay, this one was a little bit more trickier because of the 7 minutes and 5 seconds. And so I want to go ahead and do that one with you. All right, so you should have all that work shown. All right, number 6. And like I said, pause the video, slow it down if I'm going too fast. Greg is buying pizzas for $9.99 each. How much does he spend for 4 pizzas and a bottle of soda that cost $1.98? When in doubt, draw a picture. We're talking about pizzas, so I'm going to draw some pizzas. He's buying 4 pizzas. And each pizza cost $9.99. Okay? Then I'm going to just draw like a rectangle thing here. He buys a soda for $1.98. We want to figure out what the total cost is. Once again, you're back to the same scenario like in number 3 here. You have repeated addition and you also have something different. So you can either just add everything, or you can notice that I have 4 of these. So I could do $9.99 times 4, and then whatever I get here, add in the cost of the soda. So you have 2 different options here, and here, and here. Okay. So if you have any other questions, it's pretty straightforward from here. You just have to do the math. So if you have any questions, we can go over it tomorrow. Okay. So good luck. See you later.